was like 3 or 4 samples we could have taken out of the 11.6, so that would be, you know, if we were doing like, you know, 50 to 75 per specimen, that would be like 200, 300, right? And we'd be comfortable with that. But like, so it's like stuff like this, like we don't want to do like just a flat fee of like 200, and then, you know, it's like.
Is the stomach?
Oops, sorry, there's both of you.
Heart. I think it's the stomach. Yeah. The heart, kidney, and adrenal. I don't know what else is in there. Tiny.
Arms. I don't see the legs. Did you see any legs?
I didn't really look, but.
Oh, there's some.
There you go. Yep. We got all of them right
and
there.
another boy. Another boy. Boy.
It's another boy. These vulgar, vile, vicious Planned Parenthood people looking through a dish with little baby organs in it. I mean, a dish that looks like you're looking through crumbs of bread. And they, oh, do you see the leg? I don't see the leg. There's a kidney. There's a heart. There's an arm. It's a boy. Mocking the whole process to boot. And the beginning of the video talked about them selling how much money they can make. This is unbelievable. And the Malzberg panel, Brad Hirschfield, author of You Don't Have to Be Wrong for Me to Be Right, president of CLAL and thewisdomdaily.com, and Roger Simon, co-founder of PJ Media, award-winning novelist, and of course he's involved with the whole series Diary of a Mad Voter at pjmedia.com. All right, let's start with you, Roger. You know, I had Lindsey Graham on earlier, and he said we don't have the votes to override any presidential veto on defunding Planned Parenthood. We need a new president. So that's the reality of the situation.
Boy, do we ever. But, you know, when I'm listening to that, I've obviously seen the others, just hearing that was enough. But, you know, all I could think of, Dr. Mengele.
Yeah.
That's how extreme it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you start to think of the medical labs outside Auschwitz, so that's where that kind of coarseness toward human life, you know, in our kind of, when we grew up, Dr. Mengele was like the Frankenstein of all time, you know, the world's worst human being. Well, we've got some of our own here now.
Yeah, yo, Roger, watch it, because I'll put you in a boat with Mike Huckabee and float you away for daring to compare anything to the Holocaust. Brad, what do you say?
These videos are incredibly callous, but I want to be clear.
Brad?
To compare, yeah, I'm right here. These videos are incredibly callous, but to compare what we're seeing on those videos to Dr. Mengele is obscene. It actually
I told you, Roger. I told you.
No,
Wait, let Brad go. Let Brad finish.
Go ahead. Finish. Let me finish. I'm the founder of a synagogue in the city of Auschwitz. I care as much or more about Holocaust memory than anyone, and I have defended Mike Huckabee's analogy. This is in no way analogous to Mike Huckabee. Iran is a nation committed to the genocide and destruction of Israel. These people are callous, and they are doing something that is inappropriate, and there should be the full investigation that after pressing her, even the president of Planned Parenthood said she welcomes. I don't believe she does, but she should be held to her words. But comparing what's going on in that lab to what Dr. Mengele did to an entire generation, specifically of Jews and to a limited extent of Gypsies, is truly obscene and will actually get in the way of investigating the appropriate things that need to be dealt with in this case.
Roger?
I understand your argument, sir, very well, but I'll tell you where I'm coming from in this. And that is, this is a slippery slope. No, it is a slippery slope. Of course, what Mengele ended up doing was exponentially more horrible. But it begins with this. It begins with regarding human life on that level.
So here's the thing. First of all,
wait, let Roger finish. Brad, let Roger finish.
I know you're upset, Brad, because, look,
Brad, I let you finish. Brad, I let you finish. Let Roger finish.
You know, Brad, I am the author of a book about the Holocaust that had 3 Academy Award nominations based on a Nobel Prize winner, and including for me. So I'm not an idiot, and I know about the Holocaust. So, and I know about what the differences you're describing. But I think you misunderstood me. Perhaps I was a little exaggerating, but I am saying that the minute you open the door on this kind of absolutely disconnected view of human life, which is what you have on these videotapes, you are opening the door to ultimately Dr. Mengele, because it is a walk.
I want to be clear. I didn't misunderstand you, and I appreciate your willingness to walk it back. I think you're absolutely right. The callousness toward life is always inappropriate, and it's exactly why even many pro-choice people are watching these videos and saying something is badly off,
all right, guys,
and something is terribly
we have to end it there. For the record, I agree with Roger. No surprise there. Thank you both. Appreciate it. We'll have you both back, and we'll continue the discussion. Up next, Mort Klein. But first, we want your feedback. Let us know what you think of this debate, today's segment, Lindsey Graham, and everyone else we're talking to. NewsmaxTV.com/comments. NewsmaxTV.com/comments.